as well.
Probably was
But
spooky.
you would have to wake it up enough for it and offer it something that it wants in addition for it to grant you the pact. If you want spooky, well, you're several thousand miles away from the spookiest place on the planet. And there is a sentient dungeon in that place. So,
Not fly several thousand miles yet.
right.
So
That's an option. If you get a spooky, uh, fear-based power set, you can then manipulate their fears and force people to see things that aren't there. And of course, you can then manipulate. It's difficult, but I think you could do it. That's an option, a warlock, but you need a pact. You can also make a pact with a god. That too.
oh, spooky god.
I don't know any spooky gods.
Hendred will be the spooky guy.
Well, you could, yeah.
Spooky.
You can make a pact with the primogenitor of your species, the first Mothman. That counts as a higher being, if he's still alive.
Go find the spooky thing inside the illusionary crystals.
Um,
Remember that guy?
Yeah, I do.
But you really don't want to be with that guy.
Oh. I think anybody who's got spooky powers is going to be a little bit...
If you want to get
Still
real technical here, Alley Girl, you could buy yourself a mind knowledge.
Other option, last thing with the warlock before I go on to the other things I know. You can make a pact with a demon.
Never met a demon.
I highly doubt you will, and I really don't want you to. But, if you're somehow able to entreaty with one, and it doesn't eat you, it has powers that defy the way the world works and are far more powerful than anything you can imagine. And if you make a pact with the right demon, they're probably the scariest, spookiest people around there, or out there. They are the thing that goes bump in the night.
Oh, thanks.
But their pact is not very healthy on the practitioner, so don't recommend that one. Humans make pacts with demons all the time. That's why I know about it. And humans don't do well under those pacts.
Go swimming in the mud.
You know, there's a couple really rare classes that you could get that I think would only be available to Mothmen. I haven't had much time to experience the Mothman's evolutionary path. I was only able to bring you to fruition here in my dungeon because I met one in the past, and he was very terrifying. Another good class would be Evoker or Illusionist. Very simple classes. You could basically create illusions that are so real, especially with their unhinging of their reality, that they'll almost instantly believe the illusion you put before them, even if it's fragile and not very good. Um, yeah, illusion is very powerful. You can a superior class to that would be the conjurer or conjuration. You could literally summon up believable mimicries. You can also conjure things out of thin air using the aether in the world. It's a very powerful class. Takes a lot to build up to significant potency, but eventually, you can conjure almost anything. I know a master conjurer can temporarily conjure a golem. Sorry, a simulacrum, which allows them to literally imbue the knowledge of that person and their visage onto the simulacrum and have them be a physical clone or a doppelganger. That's actually able to, and they're able to do that all the time. They could also conjure a safe place to sleep at night. It's very powerful class, but as I said, it takes practice, time, and study, and an incredible amount of mercuria. You can also conjure up fear itself, as in, um, if you're able to kind of find out what they're afraid of, you can conjure all the signs and aspects of that. Maybe even take on the visage of what they fear most. It's a powerful class.
I think finding a patron's really appealing to me. That sounds like a fun journey.
Mhm. The can be a shaman. Very powerful class. You're able to commune with the spirits of the land and the dark spirits of the land as well. And you can make entreaties to these dark entities that roam, like spirits and specters and ghouls and banshees.
Android isn't very social.
Well, neither are they. You merely need to give them what they want or listen to them, and then maybe even point them in the direction they should go. There's another term for that. It's speaker of the dead. Can be one of those. You can literally speak the language of the dead and the undead, and entreaty with things that are not quite there. Ooh, summoner. Yeah, summoner. You can literally summon ghouls and monsters and entities and make their fears quite literal, as those
Yes.
things will actually be able to attack them.
Summoner or mentalist sound pretty good in your case, Ellie Girl.
There is an extremely rare class that I have the privilege of knowing. It's the psionic class. It allows you to attack their minds directly. Problem is it requires a very, very rare foci to even start the journey.
Like a red gem?
Android's got a gem.
Not the right color.
Oh.
You are looking for a blue one. That's a
Respect.
very powerful gem, specifically for controlling the fight or flight response in somebody, specifically the fight response. It's very powerful for using it on aggressive creatures. Say you put it in put it as a foci for some sort of casting, uh, and you made it, say, cast Frenzy on somebody, or Berserk, or anyone who has a poor temperament would be more prone to violence just even being in its presence, especially humans, once you have refined the gem. Hell, you could even put it in your room, and they'll become extremely agitated, less prone to reason. They are going to be more prone to infighting and lose cohesion among their group, and they're more likely to verbally and emotionally lash out at others. And if they're extremely aggressive and domineering, they might physically assault their teammates.
Might be
Humans,
good for beetles.
from my reports that you've told me about those beetles, you've made them very scared of the humans. It's too bad they're too far away.
Beetles
What
are
you need to do
stubborn.
is introduce them to the humans.
Oh,
Instead, they're not going to wander too far away from the burrow unless there's a reason. So my recommendation is introduce them to the humans personally, or have them somehow meet.
it will make it work.
No, I liked the patron idea.
I know Notch has some options.
Yeah, I'll go talk to Notch.
Okay.
I'll bring Notch some water.
You come on my journeys. I'm delivering Notch food every day, so
Yeah, and I'll come on one of Susie's journeys.
Kind of looks over at you, side-eyed, as you kind of flip-flap over and kind of bloop, kind of look up with your big beady. Greetings, Fearbringer.
I am looking for patrons of fear.
Well, before we jump to that, tell me what you want. Start with something, the core of why you want to do that. Take a step back. Because I know Gaul, you always talk to Gaul first, and then he sends you to me, and I missed the conversation that you had with Gaul.
I'm looking for powers to control minds and bring fear.
Mind Flayer.
What?
This is a species called Mind Flayer. They have the Master of Minds class. They're literally able to dominate the minds of others and control them as slaves. They are the
Henry
premier
likes the idea
slaver.
of slaves.
Wait, was or was not?
What?
You were or were not interested in the idea?
The idea of slaves.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, okay. Well, they're the premier slavers of this continent, this whole world. They enslave monsters and humanoids alike, because if you do not have a mental fortress for a mind, even their rank and file soldiers can, at a mere glance, break and shatter your will. Getting the Master of Minds is actually a race-only class, or if you know the steps to unlock the secret class. Pretty sure Gaul doesn't know about secret classes, because he's as wizened and as traveled as he is. He doesn't really. He's only scratched the surface of the way the world works. And, well, it's hidden aspects of it. The most
Sure you would
powerful
like to
classes
know.
are secret classes, Indrid. The options your master probably gave you were very powerful casting classes because he is a specialist in casting, as most mummies are, except for the commanders and the mummy lords. He is not a mummy lord, nor will he ever be. Sorry to say, but at least he's made up for it by being a dungeon lord, which is kind of a transcendent rank. So good for him. But the most powerful classes are.
Sorry.
I can't hear you, that voice. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'll talk like a normal person for you.
I enjoy it. It's just I can't hear.
I'm not saying anything important anyway. He was just saying he would be a Mothman Lord.
Oh, no, there's no such thing as that.
Endred's getting pumped for his imaginary future. He's got lots of dreams.
No, the best class a Mothman can get from their bloodline evolution is the aspect of fear. With the way you are now, you will never reach that. Because there's only X number of fears that humans have. You must become an aspect of that fear. And there are only so many options available. Because once an aspect of fear is taken, there can't be a duplicate. So,
pouting, he doesn't take rejection well.
You could kill your own kind and destroy his monster core to make that spot open and then take it. But
that sounds something like Ally would do.
It's not outside the realm of possibilities.
But you want to be scary and control the minds and stuff of others. Well, there's one normal class that you've probably never heard of, and neither has Gull, because he's never been to the Badlands, the deep Badlands. And there's two secret classes that would work. One of the secret classes is literally Dreadcaller. They are a secret summoner class that summons horrors. But it requires you to tame one. And each summoner spell that you learn comes from taming another horror. It's one of the most dangerous classes, but you can then enslave and control that horror, and it is literally the most. It is made of fear itself, and it's far more powerful than any Mothman sphere that they can summon because it is not from this world. It is from the cracks in between space and time. And it is not something even a dungeon can create. But if you're able to capture one and you're a summoner, you will rank up to Dreadcaller. Or there's a couple other names for it, but that's the safest one to tell you. The other names are in the language of the horrors, and that will he kind of squints at you. Yeah, you literally have no mental fortress, no mental defenses. So
Language of horror. Language of horror.
He's just getting excited about the language of horror. It's an exciting prospect.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Merely speaking that abyssal language to anyone in earshot, drives them mad.
Mothman jumps up and down a little.
You're terrifying, Allegro.
There is my class, the witch, but this is a secret class. It's actually one of the most difficult classes I know to get hold of. It's a 9-step process, 3 of which are specifically doing 3 separate classes and getting a secret class upgrade in each of those classes. And then you have to have another requirement, which means you specifically pass a secret class quest that you have to unlock for all 3 of them. And then do another step, which I'm not going to tell you about because that's a secret. And then you can be a witch.
Not Luna. Susie is taking notes.
You're not there.
What do you mean? Yes, I am.
I did say I was gonna go with him on his.
Oh, okay. So this will
Food.
count as one of your day's conversations. Which I can pretty much do anything I want. Curses, blessings, cures, diseases, magic, combat. Doesn't matter. It's one of the best classes I've ever found. But it's not without its downsides.
Could it be spookier?
No, I will not be as spooky as someone who can summon horrors. It's impossible. But I am pretty spooky.
Nox is too nice.
A class that I could suggest to you is a medium. It's different from the Speaker of the Dead. A medium allows you to grant permission to a spectral entity to possess you and channel their abilities and powers and their presence through you. In doing so, you could gain a significant edge on scaring people. Say you make a pact or an agreement with a banshee. It is hungry, but it can't attack those adventurers, and it is not doing particularly well. In fact, they may have stolen her coins of dead. They get 2. Without them, they cannot cross the river. To get them back, she needs your help. So you permit the banshee to possess you. They grant you their powers and abilities as a banshee, and then you unleash hell, havoc, nightmare. Having the powers of the dead and not the undead is actually far more powerful than most people realize. And it's a normal class. It's not a secret class. You can just become a medium.
Okay.
Yes. The second secret class that I could possibly see you trying to utilize is a flesh stitcher. You make flesh golems. You have an abattoir. You collect the bodies and build your own grotesque horrors made of flesh, bone, and sinew, and whatever artifacts or items that you want to put into their construction. Yeah.
I have to think on this. Nox has given interesting information.
Yeah. There's many other secret classes out there, but I'm recommending the ones you actually have a shot at surviving, because the secret classes, they always involve life or death danger, or some well kept hidden secret about the activation method. Most stumble dick first onto it. They just, secret class, what did I do? Oh, I did this. If you are this class, then I do this. I guess that unlocks a secret class. And there is a book at the Adventurers Guild in the capital of the Human Empire that contains all the knowledge that they could possess on classes, secret classes, the quests behind them, uh, hidden items, all the processes that are required to level up. So if you want to find the perfect class, steal that book. That is the sum total of all human knowledge involving classes and jobs. Well, there you go, little
Thank you
Fearbringer.
much.
There's a lot of options ahead of you. Um,
Yes.
mm,
Thank you for explaining this to my friend Injured.
yeah. I feel like I'm missing something though. Oh, you can get an artist or a craftsman as a job to help magnify anything that you do. It's actually easy. You start as a craftsman or a musician or a painter or artist, and you only work with cursed materials. Once your proficiency in your artistry or your craft has reached its highest potential, and you are considered a master in the craft, stop working with normal material. Work with cursed things. And then if you create a masterpiece using cursed materials, you unlock a secret job class. And then you can create something truly horrific. Sometimes you can even, through paintings especially, or if you're a glassmaker, you can create windows for horrors to sneak through, or a window for them to peer through, and imbue madness into all who gaze upon your art.
Interesting.
Mm. There are several more classes that more better fit the ability to control others, like Puppet Master, but that's not for you. You are not a schemer. You do not have the patience required to get that secret class. You're no Spy Master either. I don't see you doing torture either, considering you also lack opposable thumbs. Well, I would recommend that as part of your next evolution. Get little arms with opposable thumbs. You know, hands, little hands. Very important.
I was under the impression that I already had little hands
Better
on
hands.
on the ends of my wings.
Oh, maybe on the ends. Okay.
Sort of like a bat.
Yeah. Okay. She will recommend you a second pair of hands that kind of go
Okay.
underneath the wings, and they're kind of tucked in at the chest, and then
Okay.
I know a lot. I've seen a lot. Um, seems your friend Eatsley is already going to be doing Bringer of Death and Pestilence and all the disease and poison stuffs. He also probably is going to do cursing. Um, curses are a great way to bring madness and control people's minds. As for scary patrons, there's only two. Yeah. One is quite a trek, a journey. I don't think you'll survive that one, even if all you and your friends go. It is older than Falgor, and it has taken far more lives. Yeah. So I don't want to get your hopes up. So let's not talk about that one. There's a minor god that you can beseech. Yeah. Yeah, no, that'll work. How God's like part of your pact. There's usually a price you pay to have a pact, unless you can somehow negotiate a payment through service. And how are you being given tasks that you're not going to be able to refuse?
What do you mean, how?
The entity in which you make a pact with, under the Warlock Pact, depending on the price you did or didn't pay upon the accepting of the pact, will determine the contract in which you are going to be obliged by. So if you don't pay up early, you may be paying them over time, and they may end up, depending on your contract, require you to do tasks for them to use their powers. Or if you want more of their power, they're going to have you do stuff for them. It's a quid pro quo. You do something for me, I give you power, that type of thing. And you must know that the powers they give you, they're not yours. They do not belong to you. But they are very potent. And you cannot improve them through evolution, and you cannot improve them through other means, such as imbuing mercuria or aether into them. So, warlocks are powerful because they wield the power of a god or a demigod or some other being.
What's your thoughts on that, Algirl?
Oh, here's a thought. How are you with pain?
Enough.
Enough?
Tough.
For you, actually.
Probably not that tough.
I don't know. No, probably not.
I need that 30 toughness, but no
I
existent.
think I've put a little bit into my toughness.
Alright, see how tough you are. And she'll kind of mumble under her breath and snap her fingers, and a green eldritch
I have
flame,
40 toughness.
erupts from her fingers. And from the ground, a summoning pentagram circle will open up, and a little demon imp will pop out. He's like, and she'll do a little finger gun at it. And there is this shackle that wraps around its neck. And it will scream and writhe as it burns into his, as a collar and locks in. That's an imp. It's the weakest of all demons.
Endred is fascinated by this display of power. He's so excited.
You know what it's really good at? Being annoying. But to those who don't understand it, it can be a real terror. Specifically, Imp, show it your Felfire. And it kind of gives her a look and lifts her off. And then her eyes flash that same color, and the thing writhes and burns on the ground. Obey or die, your choice. Actually, that second option's not available. It's obey. Obey or more pain. And eventually just kind of looks up, kind of skulks off towards you, and then from its little hand, because he's about the same size as you, this little ball of Felfire. This green, hateful orb. And just being near it, looking at it, gives you bad feelings. Felfire burns both the physical body, the mind, and the soul. It's the most powerful fire of all. Demonic fire. Well, except for black fire. But that doesn't exist. Not anymore. Made sure of that. Imp, hit that creature with your Felfire. And it happily cackles and yeets it at you. It misses horribly. She just... and
Drid laughs
she
at
will point a finger at the creature, the imp, and she'll shoot a little Felfire ball at it, and it screams and writhes. Don't miss next time. And it kind of looks up, just absolutely terrified, and gets real close, and he's just gonna, unless do you want to move? Because he's just gonna walk up and like slap one on you.
No, Endred has no idea what this is going to feel like, and he's sort of a little curious.
All right. So basic Felfire. Let's see how powerful his cast is. Pretty poor. So, all right. Divide 5 damage. This fire is not reduced by soak or armor.
Okay, I can take 5 damage. I don't have that many wounds.
Divide it among either taking it in wounds, temporary intelligence, temporary willpower, or temporary influence damage.
I'll just take it in wounds.
Sorry,
I guess.
Willpower, influence, wounds. Yeah, those are the ones.
Yeah, I'll take it in wounds. So it seems less confusing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll have you roll willpower because this hurts. This hurts more than anything you've ever felt. You're also on fire because you have feathers. So I'll need you to roll me an agility test to put yourself out.
So willpower and agility?
Yeah.
Yo, I'm gonna re-roll that.
Yep, you got all your 5 luck points.
Okay. No! Wait, no, I have to do better.
It's true. Roll your 1d10 after you're done.
It's true.
Keep rolling.
Okay, gonna get these all out of the way right now.
There you go.
There we go. I had to try a little bit for it, but it happened.
Now put yourself out.
I have to do the
1d10. Yeah.
which I think I've only ever gotten once. You get it all the time. You get it almost every time you fucking roll.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
My
agility isn't very good. This is going to be interesting. Oh,
yeah, you'll flap around in the dirt, give yourself a dirt bath, and put out the fire.
It's because I practiced taking dirt baths earlier.
Yeah. Yes. And the little imp jumps around and cackles in delight at your suffering. Kill it. And it goes to go reach over. No. Not you. Endrit, kill it.
How am I going to murder this imp?
Want to stare at it for a bit?
And the thing looks at Notch in horror, like, "What? It starts just like it gets on its hands and knees and starts begging, beseeching Notch, and she just kind of looks at it coldly, uncaring. Come on. We have all
They
day.
have about as many hit points as me, eh?
You're not sure.
Probably has the minion status. 1 hit point.
Okay, so I still don't
Bill?
have written down what the staring thing does.
I sent it to you, girl.
Did you?
Yeah.
When?
On Discord a long time ago. The galaxy far, far away, it
I'm
seems.
sorry.
Uh-huh. Eyes in the dark. Here you go, Ally girl.
There's a limit.
Oh, what's the limit? You want to put that in?
No, there was a limit I gave her
Never said it.
specifically about how long she could stare at something.
You just never said it, that's all. So you might as well make it now.
Because if there's no limit, she can literally stare at something all night and hit something with a million pen and a million damage.
Yeah. So, I mean, make it towards a bonus, or it's up to you. Could be your willpower modifier.
No, it's 2.
It's 2. Okay.
It stacks twice, and that's the limit currently.
Cool. I don't even know where you got that. Was it from your evolution, Ally, or?
I do not remember. I don't know what it is with this power, but it just escapes me. Okay, yeah, I'll stare at him for 2 turns and then I'll scree.
Roll your damage. You scree at it, and it just kind of rolls in the dirt in pain, and then it gets up, angry, pissed, fire burning in its eyes, and now it's just, pulls on the invisible leash and kind of falls, writhing in pain. Demons aren't easy to get rid of. Can't actually kill them without a specific type of weapon or spell. There's 2 spells I know very, very well. First one, banishment. If a creature does not belong on this plane, you can banish it back to where it came from. But my favorite, and the one I usually go with for their trespass, even at our behest into our lands, and she'll summon this black flame in her hand and just crush it, and the demon just turns this stone-colored hue and locks up, and then crumples. Final death.
Like,
And she kind of shakes out this charred hand.
And Drid is just sort of preening
Demon
around
summoner
where
or
the
demon
demon
tamer.
was.
Demon summoner or demon tamer, eh?
Well, you're going to need one in both. Summoning a demon, but does not mean you are taming them. You are just bringing them to this plane, and there's, unless you know witchcraft, or if you know specifically a very, very specific class in warding and protection circles, or you're a demon lawyer secret class, you have no way to control them. Yeah. Or bind them, or make it so they have to entreat with you just to be let out of the protection circle you've played out. There's a lot to think of, little one. There's infinite possibilities, and your path is, well, almost limitless. The route you take, the steps you take in that route. And you'll be losing and gaining new options every single choice you make. Taking a certain class will exclude you from ever having the opportunity of taking another class. Doing a certain action will forever prevent you from having the secret class option and something you didn't even know about. It's just the way it is. Oh.
So what do you think about Algo?
A lot of things. I've been given a lot of information.
Or you can take Goal's advice. Go something simple, something safe, something controllable that will never try and harm you. Or you may die or worse in the process of trying to get your hands on it.
I personally, as player, would like to choose the wildest option available.
I gave you a lot of really wild options, Allie.
You did give me a lot of really wild options.
I don't know which one is the wildest in your opinion.
I don't know which one is the wildest in my opinion either.
I think that's the issue. You just too many options.
What have you, Spiderling?
I want to be a witch.
No. Oh no. I'm not telling you the formula for my secret class.
It's okay. I'll figure it out either way.
I believe
No.
in you, Susie.
No, you
can be a
won't.
witch if you want to be.
Is it because I've already picked the seer class? Is that the reason I can't be a witch?
No, you'll die.
Why? Because I'm not strong enough.
That too. I have no doubt you will get strong. Very strong. Moon spiders are odd. Especially with the element types that you're running. Honestly, I think the witch class is wasted on you.
Oh?
There are two classes I highly recommend that you would do well in achieving. The secret class Oracle.
Right.
Oracle is beyond the level of Seer. It requires the Seer class, of course, but there's several steps to become an Oracle. Because as an Oracle, you can make prophecies and make them stick. And you only need one divine entity to agree to your prophecy. And you can beseech them at any time as an oracle. You also need to be a priest or a priestess to gain that divinity aspect, the connection to the gods. You'll need a very specific job, not as a class, but actually a job.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually kind of a weird one. Herbalist. There are certain sacred herbs that are used in specific ritual rites. When you burn them or dry them out or you prepare them correctly, they create a specific miasmic incense that weakens the barrier between their realm and ours, and allows you to more easily beseech them. Um, Another class I would recommend for you is Doom Speaker or Doomsayer. Basically, it's kind of a class in which it allows you to just curse people by just, going around saying, "Doom is nigh. Heed my words. Calamity is cometh." And if you're powerful enough, those who hear it and those who believe it, calamity will befall them.
That's not really my cup of tea, though.
Okay, fine.
I want to make potions and grow mushrooms, and
You want the hermit class? Or sage, but sage wouldn't fit you very well because you have to be a scholar. And part of that class actually starts from scribe. And then to become a scholar, you need to go to school, which I think there's maybe one monster school, and it ain't anywhere near here.
Right. Okay.
But the hermit just requires self-study, and they have intense knowledge of the land, growing things, brewing shit, making effigies, totems. Yeah. You can be a bog witch. It's a step down for me, but specializes in poisons, potions, and curses, and dark magic. I'd recommend just becoming a potions master as quick as you can, because that job class is essential for the secret class upgrade for a lot of classes. I also recommend, once you've mastered potions and the level beyond potions, become a poisoner as a job. Master that, get that to the second class above poisoner. What's the next step? What else did you want to do, job-wise?
So right now I'm a farmer. I'm a chef. I want to be a brewmaster for potions. I want to be a magical farmer as well.
I mean, you could become an apostle of Geneva.
What's that?
It's one of the gods humans literally worship. Ones who bring bounty, health, harvest, fertility, joy.
I see.
They are divine beings, as is they're most beloved by that god because they're an apostle. And Geneva, literally all those things: bounty of the land and knowledge of the land, both mundane and magical. You understand the essence of food and drink, both counting for potions and food. The preparation of food and feasting, and providing health and sustenance and well-being to others. You can literally be an apostle of Geneva, and humans are going to be very confused because that's one of their most beloved gods, and they think monsters are from the evil gods. Although, in my opinion, all the gods are evil in their own way.
Some longer headphones for this. Should we move the couch?
But
maybe.
it also requires you to become a priestess or a priest as a class, and then you have mastery in all those jobs, and then you perform a miracle, and then you become an apostle. And I think I've only ever seen one successful apostle. It's kind of a lofty position. There's a lot of bragging rights that can be attached to something like that.
I see.
Hell, you can also be an oracle in addition to being an apostle, because now you have a direct connection to God, one of the gods, Geneva. And if you make a prophecy as an apostle of Geneva, it automatically comes true because you're God's favorite.
I see.
You want to go back to your chair?
Just let me do some adjustments, Alec girl.
I will say this: if you really want to go after the witch position, I'm not going to teach you. I'm not going to give you other hints other than the base structure of what needs to be done, and that warning, because it is a dark, dark path. I stumbled on it, like most people do with secret classes. You will need to study some of the darkest, evilest, cruelest magics and classes and jobs.
I see.
And you will need to harbor a hate and a resentment in your heart so profound that it's pretty much the only thing keeping you alive. So,
what about if I directed that hate towards adventurers?
way ahead of you. And not just adventurers. That hate is too small. It's like a spark. It's an ember. What you need is a roaring fire that never gutters or burns out.
But a spark
Needs
is
to be
all that
larger.
needs to
That
start.
fire. And you can't start that hate.
Has to come from somewhere.
Something needs to happen to you. And you can become a witch, but that hate and resentment may not come from the vector you think, and it will shape what you become, and there is no taking it back. Find a lighter path. You're a creature of the moon. I know the moon has a dark side, but try and stay in the light, or at least skirt the boundary of light and dark. Don't let the darkness of the moon envelop you, for you may never find your way out or see the light again.
Okay.
Yeah. So, warning said, you could also take a class that isn't divine if you don't want to. You could become a divine chef, or not a divine chef, an elemental chef.
What's an elemental chef?
You'll need a special crystal. It's called an omni crystal.
Oh.
It is the rarest of all the elemental crystals you can get.
Just let me get out. Sorry, I was going to check the oven.
Hey!
I'm here.
Okay. The best option you get for elemental chef is an omni crystal, because it contains a fragment of every element and sub-element. But as long as you can find a more elemental crystal that has more than one element, you can begin your journey as an elemental chef. You'll then need to and want to craft a treasure, or at least a mythic or legendary item that is a cooking utensil of that element. And then you just cook using your elemental prowess and power and understanding of ingredients and the earth and synergies of and antithesis of elements and the food and the magic food and you know uh I've seen a couple elemental chefs. They are coveted by all forces. One I actually know got kidnapped by a dragon. The remaining one works in the Imperial Palace
See?
exclusively for the king and queen of the humans. But the other guy that got kidnapped by one of the high dragons, and basically is part of that dragon's horde and makes him food every day.
What a life.
Love that.
Well, he's not going anywhere, but he has as many treasures as he could possibly imagine. There's a lot of options for you. But a chef. That's interesting.
Well, you see my desire for cooking, and you're the only human around that can taste my ingredients and things I can improve from.
Uh, you could take the sub job class taster.
Sub job
It's
class? What's that?
My neck bump.
a job. It's basically it's a job like an assessor, but since you already have the super job class, which is the core job class, chef and magic chef, it becomes a sub job class since it's a inferior classification.
So I don't think I have magic chef, though.
Oh well, that's what you're gonna do then. Yeah. Magic Chef is not something that you can just pick up as a job class. You have to work your way into it by successfully cooking a dish that's edible with magic ingredients. And then you're a magic chef. Boom. Done.
See.
And edible, it doesn't need to taste good. People just
Need to eat it?
need to be able to eat it and survive.
Ah.
Yeah.
I'm a little close with my edibles a few times.
Eating and survive part's very important because two things you'll need to learn as a chef. When you ingest something, especially magical ingredients, you're more likely to succumb to its effects. Period. So that's why poisons are so powerful once you ingest them. They're in your body. A lot of people do not have the defenses, such as, their class or how powerful they are as a person. A lot of people forget to protect themselves internally.
You wanna?
So if you're ever going to want to kill somebody who's far more powerful than you, have them eat poison. And then, unless they're very, very smart or lucky, both, strong enough poison can kill even the most powerful adventurer if they haven't protected their insides from poison.
Something come out, Alec, girl.
Ouch.
Almost got it, though. So many options, and I have to make my path soon. But I appreciate you telling me, Notch. I wish to get better at cooking, like you know. So, I hope you will continue to try my things, even if they don't taste good.
No, even if they're disastrous for people to eat, I've been poisoned enough in my life. I have very powerful digestive system. So,
Well, I would not intentionally try to poison you, but I am still learning, so I apologize if I do in advance.
well, the process of becoming a magic chef is very lethal to anyone who tries to taste your food.
Ooh,
Because there's always something extra about the magic plants that are dangerous.
does that mean I can continue to bring you food? And you can also figure out if they're poisonous?
Sure, okay. Means I don't have to make food.
Very well.
Yeah. After a while, poisons just have a different taste. Some people actually want you to add a very specific poison to a dish because it adds a one of a kind flavor.
Like seasoning. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
That is odd.
Like there is a scorpion gland. Um, from an albino giant scorpion, uh, kind of in the Badlands area. Uh, they're hunted for their stinger. Yeah. The adventurers, they like to season their food with it because it has a interesting, zingy, kind of electric taste. It also helps them train their poison resistance, and anyone trying to steal their food gets poisoned.
Right.
So, yeah. Very expensive. Only gold rank adventurers who actually even care about that do it. But anyone above the gold rank has done it and actively does it, or doesn't care. Hmm.
So, I think out of all the things I've been told, the death collar sounds most appealing, but I am also tempted to go into the crystal caverns and try and talk to the thing in there.
I'm a patron of the mines. Or have the mines become one of your patrons?
Would it be the mine itself, or would it just be some entity in the mine?
And the mine itself is like the dungeon.
Is the spooky thing in there?
That'd be the spookiest thing. It's a dungeon with sentience.
Well, I'm thinking about the spooky thing that was following me out of the mines.
Oh, you mean the crystal mine?
Yeah.
Ah, yes, the illusion crystal mine.
Yeah.
Ah, I see. Well, that would be something.
I don't know if I want to be its patron, but I wouldn't mind going to see if I can.
I think the only way you would
Talk
have
to
a
it?
chance with that one is if you went the summoner route and then the horror summoner route.
Well, maybe I can just go talk to it.
It will corrupt you. Careful. You do not have a way to enter in the dreams yet, do you?
What do you mean?
Do you have a way to enter in people's dreams?
No.
So that's where that thing exists at.
It exists. Does it exist in like that girl's dreams?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Oh, well, that could be interesting then.
Be dangerous.
Could I build something like that onto my moth power mat? Something to personally enter the dreams rather than just inflicting nightmares?
You would have to build a lot of mind abilities, and you would probably need either an element type or you would need a very specific job class like a Neuromancer. But that is a secret class. A Neuromancer.
It's a Neuromancer.
It's a dream mage. A magician whose major spells are dream and the manipulation of dreams.
What kinds of things do they do?
They can bring dreams into reality and make reality dreams. Manipulate both sides and travel through dreamscape and visit other people's dreams. And they can become a nightmare or create nightmares or make the nightmares go away.
That does sound like fun.
It is fun, but it is a secret class, and there are quite a few steps to get there.
But if that's the path you want to take, that's something you can do.
Hmm?
You just gotta figure out what the secret steps are.
Yeah, you got to figure out the secret sauce, secret
Steal the
Krabby
book.
Patty recipe.
How far away is the human capital?
About 1,500 miles. Why?
No big deal.
It's not the journey that's the problem. It's the steps along the way of that journey that are actually the true problem, especially for monsters. There is one single barrier that the humans have that prevent monster incursions from taking the capital. And it comes down to one area. It's called Shelter Woods. It is a magical forest that even if you were to try and fly to the capital, you would never get any closer because you have to walk on the ground to approach. And the Master of the Woods is aligned with the humans. Or is a human. I have never met them. I don't know.
Class called again?
The Neuromancer?
Oh, Neuromancer.
Oh, Neuromancer.
No. But if you want to bring horror and nightmares and true insanity to people, go play with some horrors. Horrors are things that are not easily dealt with, even by the most powerful adventurer. I've come across them. I have options, but most of my things that were able to handle horrors and either banish them, destroy them, etc., were robbed from me a long time ago. So it's not a lot of controlling them, though. It's more like pointing them in a direction and then making sure they go away after they're done doing what you want. If you really want to be cheeky, you can try and contract with Falgor as a warlock. Falgor represents one of humanity's greatest weaknesses. Greed itself. So if you want to manipulate humans, your powers would be to manipulate that sin that rests in the heart of every human. Greed. It's not just monetary greed. Greed of ambition.
Oh, yes.
Greed of a better life. Better station. Their want for more than what they have. And it's very easy to corrupt a person who says they're content with life, and maybe they are. But if you start offering them more, oh, if you find a genie, you can contract one of those, and then you can grant humans wishes for a price. And you don't have to tell them about the price because it's a wish. Wishes never, ever, ever go well.
Well, I think that I'm not going to be fully satisfied until I go and talk to the thing in the crystal mine.
The nightmare in the crystal mine.
Nightmare in the crystal mine. I've been given many great options, but I think I need to explore what is in there before I can make a fully informed decision.
You know what she means, Matt?
The creature? Yeah, I know the creature.
I know you know the creature, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Not Falgorm, the illusionary crystals.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I know that one.
Do you want to come along,
Nope.
put me on a thread in case I need to be pulled out?
I'll put you on a thread. I won't go in, though.
Yeah, you stand outside. We'll stick a thread to me. If I turn into a gem, you can just hold me out.
I'll have to put like a net thing.
Yeah,
Just
a
like,
big net around me. Safety net.
just once you turn into a crystal, you just go yoink. Kind of just threads itself out.
Yeah. Come up with like a time limit. If I don't come out in set amount of time, you pull me back.
I mean, we can always talk.
Oh yeah, I guess we can. You'd probably know psychically if I died.
Mm-hmm. This is a dangerous move, Alec. You are danger incarnate.
I want to do it. Oh, I love it.
You have to lead poor Susie through your array that you built of crystal nodes. The formations of the illusionary stuff for your secret passage.
Okay. Yeah, I think we
So-
put up some guidelines to be able
Yeah.
to do that.
Susie, the passageway to the crystal mine's gone, and you guys kind of wander around for a bit, and it's like, where to go? And then Indrid leads you to a blank wall, and has to walk you through the wall.
This is weird.
Sorry.
No, you're not.
And
No.
basically you walking into this room, it looks like you've walked through a kaleidoscope, but you're looking, all the kaleidoscopes are just shades of rock.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the most disorienting, just awful experience because it gives you vertigo almost immediately. And then Indrid walks you through, and you're like, ugh. And if you look back, it gets you the same feeling, and you have to basically turn your back on it. Whatever she did with those
Susie's-
crystals.
I think Susie's just staying at the entrance.
No, I'm going like there's a long way to get there,
Oh,
Allie girl.
Okay. Well, it's fine.
I'll be making the rope as we go along. With my butt.
If you get lost in here, we're gonna be in trouble.
You're the one that's gonna get us lost, Allie girl.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna get us there. If I turn into a crystal and you get us both lost, that's gonna be a problem. It'll be fine. You can always psychically tell the others help.
The next episode, save Susie and Indrid. Don't also get trapped inside the crystal mine.
all of us get trapped in the mine. It's a party wipe.
GG. All right, we're going. We're
better
taking the
stop,
steps.
Stop putting ideas in Matt's head.
Oh. All right.
Yeah.
You guys wander your way up.
Yep.
And you're at the cusp of it, and it's so pretty.
Okay, I'm making my web. It's gonna be her lifeline back. Ingrid's lifeline back.
Thanks.
I'll try. Disappointed I didn't get that blackhead. Didn't pop.
I'm sorry. Nothing to you.
It's okay. Really got in there, but I don't want to do that to your poor forehead. It would hurt.
All right.
Yeah, just a little one. It'll be fine.
Could squeeze the ones in your nose.
No, stop.
I've stopped. I haven't started. I'm just tormenting you. My voice.
Okay, so we're my skincare routine aside, we're going into the mines.
No, you're going into the mines.
I'm going into the mines. Susie's staying outside.
Correct.
I'm gonna go find the girl with the dragon and the spooky entity again.
Yeah, the girl and her dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of wander your way down there. And they're in that little tucked off cave.
Can I roll a perception to just kind of check out the cave, look around?
Yeah.
I mean, I've been staring at that light for so long. I've got the imprint of it.
Yeah, base perception isn't going to work for you.
Why not awareness?
Yeah, like girl one on awareness.
I don't know. That is true. I do have maxed out awareness.
Oof. Is that a 87 and then a 78? Or a 67?
It's a 67, 78.
Okay. Almost there,
70.
next number. Good try, Allie.
Thanks. Well, I look around the cave. I don't see anything. Does anything happen while I'm in the room?
You can tell.
Not that you can tell.
I want to go out to the girl and the dragon.
Are you sure?
And I'm going to take a good look at them.
Okay. Just kind of curled up and sleeping. It looks like they're having a kind of a lackadaisical kind of sleep, almost like a under the sun in a meadow, and it's kind of a moment captured in time. Because the dragon's curled up, and the girl's leaning against the dragon, kind of snoozing. And you kind of blink, and you kind of the bones on your mask rattle. The girl's wearing a mask, and the mask judders and kind of turns towards you, as if under a lot of strain. And then there's the flitters of something darting around the crystals in the room at the edge of your vision. Always at the edge.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up and around the room.
It's there somewhere.
Hello? Is something there?
Nothing.
So this mask that the girl is wearing, does it look like mine?
Nope. It's a white mask with eye holes. But and it actually has lips on it, but it's kind of a little bit embellished. It has a little bit of femininity to it, but it feels more like uh, a facsimile of someone's face if you were to remove most of the features. Has a little bit of black coloring for the lips and kind of around the eyes, but other than that, just white. And then when you blink again, the girl's just sleeping as she always has been.
And there's no
But you
mask
now
anymore?
it's on her belt.
Oh. Endred is gonna address the mask and be like, "Hello? Are you awake?"
Uh, hmm. The mask is faced just so, kind of as the way if you ever were to look at one of those glass-eyed cats figurines. It doesn't matter which direction you go; it's always looking at you. No response.
I'm gonna stare right back and use my eyes in the dark power.
All right, you're just gonna stalk it.
Yeah. It's suspicious. What else can I do to non-aggressively make contact with this entity that is probably going to eat me?
Or corrupt you.
Something unfortunate could happen.
Hmm.
Oh, can I use like a any science?
Sure.
Have a warped sense
Sure.
along with that lantern bearer power.
Um, there's a limit of its ability. You get the feeling. You'd have to touch the crystal. Probably can't communicate with you because it's entrapped. Just like the girl is entrapped in the crystal, as well as the dragon. The mask seems to be so as well. It may be able to exert some of its presence through the facets of the crystals in the cavern, but you're not sure to what extent. But it certainly cannot communicate. Not without you doing and walking up, pushing, touching. That big crystal.
I'm gonna walk up and put my hand right on that. Slap it up. Smack.
Just gonna straight up and touch it, huh?
I'm gonna go touch it.
All right. Okay. All right. You are transported into a wild world of colors, shapes, an openness that feels claustrophobic, and a land that has solid ground but no ground underneath your feet. All the colors don't make sense, and you've never seen before. the shapes aren't shapes that are real because they twist and bend on themselves in such a fashion that they're not geometric. Um, it's kind of like the illusionary shapes where they bend on each other and look like optical illusions. There's
Right.
no ground, but you at least can stand. The only thing of sanity in this place without is a kind of an imposing circular structure. Looks like a bastion, some sort of circular tower, wing to a house, but has beautiful tall glass windows above the wall, and then it has a very elaborate but ramshackle roof. And then there's only a single door, and it kind of just floats there and kind of rotates and on its own axis and just meanders about in a landscape that has no anchor. And there is a floating mask.
Hello?
Oh, hello, darling. Thank you for coming to chat with me.
Oh, I'm happy to chat.
Hmm? You may not in a few moments, but you can keep that illusion if you so please.
Okay.
Welcome. I didn't think you'd actually be so fearless to touch the crystal.
It is brave.
Hmm. It's a crystal, a dream crystal, and we are now in my ward's head. The dreamscape, so to speak.
Oh, so cool.
Maybe. It's rather peaceful now, but the storms come frequently, and I am not the only entity that wanders these passageways.
I've come because I want to master the spooky dream.
The spooky what?
The spooky dream.
Oh, the nightmares. Oh, yes. Well, What is your understanding of the dream, darling?
You go to sleep and you exist somewhere else for a while.
Maybe.
I'm just gonna talk normally because this is gonna be an extended conversation and you're gonna have to understand me.
Yes. I suppose, darling, you do kind of an understanding. It's a different realm, I would like to call it, but I suppose it's the realm of the pretend. The realm of the make-believe. Where it comes from, one can only theorize, hypothesize, and dream, I suppose.
And does not know much about the dream except that they are spooky.
Oh, but they're also pleasant dreams. How could
Spooky
there
is
not be?
pleasant. Spooky is
Huh?
fun.
I suppose you could see it that way.
Are you in an unpleasant dream?
I am an unpleasant dream, darling.
Oh. Could you teach me how to be an unpleasant dream?
No. No, I wouldn't. I'm already contracted to another, you see. I don't like to share either. And I will make them mine. Name's Carpenter. Pleasure to meet you.
Oh, I'm Endred.
Of course you are. How could you be anything else? Endred, yes.
I feel like I've maybe just done something I shouldn't have.
Endred. Well, if you're really curious and you want a dream demon of your own, you can always try go looking for one. Look for a mask. Something that doesn't sit right in the world. Something that has a little bit of personality, but not enough. Something that's hungry, something that's longing for more.
I have a bone mask.
But it's not the face of a dream demon. My mask is my face. It's me. You see.
So I should be looking for a mask like yours.
Mm-hmm. Or you find a nightmare that's looking for a home, and you can give it your mask to live in. It won't be very strong because it wasn't able to form its mask on it by itself, but you could always cultivate it and feed it. Yeah, I suppose you could. You would be able to wield its powers for a time. You would be the spookiest thing around.
Endred is very spooky. Looking to be spookier.
I'm sorry, my little mage there is the one who I've already pledged myself to. We've already made a deal, you see.
Endred understands.
I need to go get my dog. Give me 30 seconds. I'll be right back.
Quick Willie's way. What else should I ask this dream demon?
Well, it depends. What are you looking to get out of this dream demon?
I don't know. I just wanted information on this dream demon, and I feel like I've gotten some pretty good information.
Well, if you wanted to continue with your horror aspect for that class, now you know a way to keep the horror inside your mask.
Yeah, maybe I should ask the dream demon to suggest a class to me.
Right. The only thing I'd be worried about is that these things are nightmares. So it's planning on corrupting you in any way it can.
I'm already pretty corrupt. That's fine.
But this is bad corrupt. This is the worst kind of corruption.
Nah.
Yeah.
No such thing.
Yeah, it is.
Nah.
It's like the Cthulhu monsters.
Good. Sounds acceptable.
Except for the rest of the party.
It's fine. Still deal.
Oof. Okay. Yeah, the question is, do you want to go the path of a nightmare, or do you want to tread the path and have nightmares at your beck and call? Because there's a big difference.
I want to go where the nightmare takes me.
Okay. See, I see. But yeah, it probably has some information on that kind of stuff. I might not know the same laws of this realm, like how nightmares work and stuff. I mean, not nightmares, but the classes work. But I think it's something you can ask for sure.
It's definitely. I definitely think it's a pretty knowledgeable being, and it's definitely up my alley.
Mm-hmm.
Why'd you do that?
For your pun.
It wasn't intentional. I like this stuff.
Well, I think all I need is a longer mic.
Spooky!
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 Spooky! I want to ask this demon if it knows anything about classes.
Mm. You need to talk to my ward.
And I
Dangerous, that.
Oh, classes or talking to your ward?
Talking to my little dream mage.
Oh.
It's
Is she
difficult.
spooky?
Oh, no, heavens no. She's just dangerous.
Oh.
She's a little ball of chaos, really.
Neat.
I adore her. She makes things happen.
Can I talk to her?
She won't come. She won't see you. She may come to you. You'll have to find a way of summoning her out of the crystal. But for now, until that's been remedied, she's locked herself up in her little palace.
Why'd she lock herself up?
It's not safe. If your physical body is entrapped, then it's best not to let your mind wander.
Did she trap herself in the crystal or did somebody else?
Oh, reality collapse, dear.
Reality collapsed. On her?
Sure. Yes. When you play with dangerous magics and or dangerous knowledges, and you like to travel and explore these places, sometimes the ground falls from out underneath your feet.
Oh.
Very dangerous.
So, if I wanted to talk to her, I would need to summon her.
Mm-hmm. She's particularly fond of snacks, you see.
Oh, I know a good place to get snacks.
Hmm.
So, I go get snacks, and I bring snacks, and I put them on the crystal.
That's a tough one. Not sure.
Is there a reason you decided to communicate with me? Or did you just want to chat?
I'm bored, darling. Why else would I reach out?
That's fair.
Normally, I wouldn't be able to communicate with those not of a dream, anyways.
Well, I guess I'll be back with snacks. Next.
Where
Oh
do you
no,
get the snacks from?
you will not be coming back here.
Oh,
It's not safe.
oh,
You may never actually return.
oh.
Yes, it's a shame.
So,
You're too concrete here, and you have no defenses. You are completely at the whims of any creature that would come across, like myself.
So I need to get more defenses.
No, you're not coming back either. Touching the gem takes a lot of effort to make sure you come here and not somewhere else in the dream. So I'm not going to be doing you that favor again. It was close trying to pull you here in the first place.
Oh.
My little mage could do it, but you'd have to somehow summon her.
And
Yeah.
Snacks won't do it.
Oh no, snacks is part of it. You will need to absolutely bribe her with snacks, 100%.
Okay.
Make sure you have juice. She likes juice.
Juice, okay.
I think I'm forgetting something. No, I forget. Or I just don't. This point in time, a part of me doesn't want to share, so. I don't know. Now shoot! Before time runs out, and you kind of see a storm rumbling in at the edges of your vision. Before the storm develops you.
I will shoo then.
How do you get out?
I'll ask for directions.
Just need to wake up, darling.
Pinch yourself.
Mothman will slap himself in the face.
A slap does not work.
Slapping does not wake you up. Since you are a seer and you have a thread and another thread.
So Susie will give a little pull on uninjured. Little
I need
tug
you to
tug.
make me a roll test, a magic test.
Sure, I can do that. I am the magic girl. I'm a magic girl in a magic world. Rolling 99s on really good. I could use a reroll if you want to send it my way.
Yeah,
I can't really do worse.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, brother. You get. Well.
That's it. That's all we got.
Oh no.
I got down a lot, but I didn't do very well for you.
Looking at crystals, kind of looking at you like, 1001, 1002. You're counting to the appointed time. Hindred, you're still stuck, and the mask cackles. Good luck, darling. Have fun.
If I have
think it's a little
anything.
too late to escape now, as the mask flows through the glass pane, as if it were a water drop of the sanctuary.
Mouse go. There it is. Okay. Let's see what we got.
So there was this
1 second. Those with this mark can see through illusions, no matter how powerful they are. Can I use Bearer of the Lantern to see a way out?
Yeah, you can make a roll to see if there's a way out. There really isn't. Anywhere you look, except for the one singular direction, you just get more and more lost. And when you finally look back, you're further and further away from that floating sanctuary. Every time you kind of try and get the bearings of your surroundings. And the storm just keeps getting closer. You didn't move, but the landscape did. You think.
I do not have a lot of powers that are.
If it comes down to it, Algirl, I could burn a fate point, but that's also burning a fate point.
It is burning a fate point.
Well, you could always run towards the sanctuary.
Yeah, I'll try to move towards the sanctuary, I guess. As a start. I have a compass in my gear.
It's not there.
Oh, the sanctuary is it or the compass isn't?
Compass. I think the only item you would have. Do.
Do I have the one gend? Whatever that is.
It's not helping. Sorry, Algirl.
You have the one gend.
I do have the one gend.
You pull it out, and it's the only item you got, which is weird. And
Can
it's just it looks like a very large ball of pocket lint mixed with some of your cast off feathers.
Can I roll a luck to see how helpful it is?
Sure. Yes, you can.
I'm sure you want to do this, Algirl. This is dangerous.
Am I able to roll this luck
Yeah,
if it
of
goes
course.
bad?
Of
Yeah,
course.
go for it. It's ball lint with just some feathers.
I'll
Very dark.
roll it. I'll see if I can get something from this. 8!
It poofs into a little ball of soot, and it blinks at you.
I need help getting out.
It kind of jumps down and does a little and runs over and pulls at the string that's actually attached around your pinky.
Oh.
And he kind of pulls on it like, found it.
I'm gonna follow the string out.
It goes into nothing.
Oh,
Pull the string.
okay. Yeah, I'll pull on it.
Susie, you get a tug.
It's time. It's time
It's
to
time.
roll, baby.
Nice.
You go, oh hey, yoink, and you're pulled out of the dream. And Jend just kind of waves his little fuzzy stick arm at you. Bye.
He's stuck in the dream now. Poor Jen.
You could always take him with you.
Nah, I think this is where he's meant to be.
Okay. Ready.
All right.
Right, Susie.
When you pop out, you will have a new perk keychain.
A new what? Sorry.
A little perk slot keychain, not the slot itself, but the little thing.
A new perk.
Yep, a new perk. We will call it Gend Tier 1.
Should have bought yourself the dream elements. The legendary quality. Could have done some funky stuff.
Well, I still could, couldn't I?
Oh, you're already out of the dream, so no point now.
I just want to be here. Yeah, no, that's like tear crying. What's here?
TEIR?
See,
No, TIER.
it accepted it, so we're gonna go with that.
Okay.
Doesn't look right, but it's okay.
Yeah, TIER. It's something.
Okay, what does Gen Tier 1 do?
Very simple. If you go into the dream realm, dreamscape, and you have this equipped, Gend will be there to help you.
How do I equip it?
You need a perk slot and open one. Or you can remove your current perk slot, or your current perk from your perk slot, which is the fear aura on your monster core.
Uh, well, I'm glad we did something with Jen. That's great. I love that.
Yeah, Bellico.
Still haven't chosen a class.
No, you haven't even evolved yet.
No.
You have to, like... Well, I guess this is the planning phase anyway. This is...
Yeah.
So let's go to Lord Ghoul and give yourself some gems, or the ether gems, and...
Yeah. So I'll make my way out of the crystal caverns with Susie's help. Wait, no, I don't need Susie's help.
No, you're giving Susie help.
We'll make our way out of the caverns with my help.
It's been very mutual. I saved you from the dream, and you saved me from the illusionary crystals.
The illusionary crystals that I dragged you into in the first place.
Yes, of course.
Excellent.
Would you like to check in that bag you got from the broken down airship? The bag.
Oh yeah, that was a while ago. Forgot about that. Yeah, can I look in that bag?
Well, I'm gonna look in the bag.
Yeah, sure, you look in the bag.
But do you want to give me a fate point so I can make it lucky?
Okay. I just got 2 left.
We'll give you a reset for next session, so
Okay,
I refilled yours for this little thing you were doing, because I knew you were gonna need some.
sure. Look in the bag.
Alright, Matt, I'm gonna look in the bag.
Okay.
I'm gonna look in that bag and I'm gonna use my positive quality. May the moon shine upon you. Passing. Wasn't a good pass, but it was still passing the luck. Can't use a fate point here, can we?
Just a fate point to activate it.
Yeah, the fate point to activate it, but I'm saying we can't use a fate point on the roll, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can't use a fate point on the roll. Gotcha. So yeah, this one was from the broken down airship. It was on that. Yeah, okay. So what do you think, Ellie girl? Got some ideas for a class now?
Yeah, I'm still not decided though.
That's okay. You don't have to make your decision right now.
It feels like all the things that I want have a lot of prerequisites, and I'm not entirely sure where to start with the prerequisites. I did enjoy meeting with that dream demon, though. I think I liked her suggestion of finding another demon mask.
Or another nightmare to put inside your mask.
Both.
Okay.
Either. Could be interesting. I'm gonna let you have that, Susie.
The magic bedroll as she goes to sleep on the bedroll.
It's a bedroll.
Aw, darn.
Magic water skin. I drink all the water.
No.
I'm gonna climb the hemp rope. I'm gonna climb the hemp rope.
It's a rope.
What's inside the tinder box?
Matches.
And light a match.
Koosh! And then it burns out.
What's a mess kit? Is that like just stuff to keep food in, or is that like
No, it's literally a mess
knives?
kit. It's your tools to cook food.
Okay, I see.
It's a really basic mess kit.
Cooking some food with it. Try cooking the rations with it.
Yeah, because we're getting low on our things here. I mean, it could be some magical torches.
Light the torches with a mat.
No, don't do it.
What?
Don't
Why
do
not?
it. We
Why
only
not?
have 4.
Fine. Okay, I don't. Do I need a fate point to undo that?
No,
now?
I feel like it's either the mess kit or the torches.
Okay, well, you can figure it out. I'll leave it up to you.
These are human-based things, right? Or is it a dwarven-based thing? Don't know where the airship came from.
Yeah, you don't know. These are human-sized stuff.
Okay.
You think?
Well, with the mess kit, I can use my my conflicts for my cooking class and just like move them around and stuff. So I can try to see if that is magical or not. Try cooking stuff with them.
Can I just use Shiny Science?
See which one's magical? I mean, I have science too. I have.
Why don't we use
Spider
Why don't
sense.
we use Shiny Science? What are we doing?
I also have warp sense.
What are we doing?
We're trying things out, Ellie girl. We're using our brains to speak words.
No, we're not. No, we're not. I'm gonna roll Science, Matt.
I will also roll a science because Indrid is the smart one of this relationship.
No.
99.
We do not know which kind of magic items they are.
Should I use my last fate point?
On your 65, might as well. Don't use it on mine, that's for sure. Roll 1, Ellie girl, please.
See, I wanted to roll one. What was it? No.
Gotta roll better?
Did I roll better?
You want my hat? I think you rolled better, Allie.
Yeah, I did roll better.
Good try. The world will never know. But what I'll do is when I'm cooking stuff for Notch, I will test out the mess kit. Make some food up. Taste test.
Sure, you can take another look over it another day too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Our
So
warp
you-
sense.
So
should-
next day to talking to Notch.
Next day, I talk to Notch. Bring over the food that was made with the mess kit, and go from there.
At least you got a couple new. At least you have a new pot, but it's kind of a crappy pot, and you have a metal plate and some fork and spoon.
Mhm.
Mhm.
This weird freckle. I've never noticed this freckle before.
Yes, sir. Huh. Getting old?
Is that what that means?
I think so. Body grows,
I think I had more freckles when I was younger.
maybe.
Never on my thumb, though.
Yeah, I'll just show her the bag. Be like, we found some things, but
Mm.
I also decided to make some food for you.
Oh, eh.
Here are some
Shovels it
plates,
in.
fork and knife.
I got my own.
Okay.
Mm.
What's wrong, Notch?
Well, what's up?
Not much. Just trying to see how you think my food is. Is it still shit, you said?
Yeah,
Or am I...
you have no idea of how to balance specific spices in food. It's edible. It's just it's not gourmet.
That's
really
why
don't
I'm
care.
continue to work on it, that's all.
Um,
Trying to gauge from yours.
I'll tell you if it's gourmet, but I'm not going to be able to really pick out like balances and that one. I never really wanted cooking beyond the basics. So. But if you really want somebody, go kidnap yourself a gourmet. Like literally, that's their job. Human gourmet. And
Just keep them
keep
in
him
the
in your
little
dungeon,
cage.
and then you
and shit.
have him eat your food
I see.
and have him tell you what's wrong with it as he hurls insults at you because they're so fancy.
Hmm. So, are you good at making potions because you're a witch, or is that just something that...
I was good at making potions way before I ever became a witch. It's a necessity.
Is that one of the required classes?
No, that's just something that if you are bad at, you're going to die.
I see.
You need to be able to whip up potions anywhere, everywhere, using whatever you can get your hands on, especially if you're desperate. And you also need to be able to tell if a potion's good or not, and you also need to be able to tell if a potion's going to kill you or not. If it's actually properly brewed, concocted, the proper ingredients, if it's expired, if somebody's tampered with it, if it's poisoned. Identifying mysterious potions, knowing the price of potions so you're not scammed when buying potions. So yeah, no,
So that's not one of the required classes for you. Alchemist isn't, at least.
no, that is a job.
It's a job.
not a class. I mean, if you want to be an alchemist as a class, that's different. You'll get a little bit more out of it, but
Still not one of the required things to become a witch. I see.
I'm not going to tell you either which way.
I can still ask, though, even if you don't tell me.
Use your best guess.
Well, witches need to have some darkness in them, I suppose.
Not
What else do witches do? They curse. They
do a lot of things.
brew potion. They. What
I'm not
else do
going to
you?
talk about being a witch with you.
Oh, why not?
Because I told you I'm not going to help you get it. So it's pointless in wasting time trying to fish for answers.
Oh. Why can't you talk about yourself?
No.
You don't like talking about
No.
yourself?
I'll answer your questions if I'm willing to answer them at all. But I'm not going to talk about myself unless it comes through and me trying to answer your basic question.
Okay. You like to grow food?
Not really.
No?
I know how to. I usually keep a pet plant.
Mm-hmm. We actually got a wood sprite for one of the creatures for the dungeon now. I'm in charge of it. Using it to help
That's
me
good.
grow.
It's going to die, though.
Why?
Wood sprites are very fragile creatures.
See?
They require a magic plant in which they are attached to. And
What about my elderberry plant?
is it fully grown?
It's about to be.
Are you sure?
It's a bush.
Is it an adult plant with enough abundance of magic? And
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's not an adult until it spawns its first fruit.
Okay. So you're saying because I don't have a magical plant, I can't. Okay.
Of a specific potency. Elderberries will do it. If you can get that thing to grow fruit, then you might be able to save your little wood sprite.
I see.
Because it needs either a wood element type or a water element type environment. Otherwise, it just perishes.
Did we get any merit last session?
I don't believe so, no.
No.
Okay.
Which day is this, by the way?
I don't know. Did you want to have your mentoring thing done at the very beginning, Allie, and then go on to talk to Notch
Well, her
the second day?
mentoring thing is a full week type of thing. She can take breaks from the mentoring, but that's she's mentoring them for the full 2 weeks.
Right.
She can do stuff in between them taking a nap or,
Well, the first day was the initial. The second day, we'll say that Indrid and I went to talk to Notch. This would be the third day.
It's fourth day. Because you did another conversation with her. We did 2, and then I hung up at that point because we're like, we gotta move on.
No, so more like I hung us up.
Yeah, so we're on fourth day.
Sure.
Yeah, you'll have to help that elderberry grow. If you can get Nareem or a spirit of Nareem to bless a flagon of water and feed that water to the elderberry and provide a few drops to the wood sprite every day to help it regain its strength.
Okay.
That water should help the elderberry bush, grow faster, all the while keeping your wood sprite alive. It needs not just water; it needs magic water.
For sure. I will do that then.
And then it'll bond with the elderberry bush, which will invigorate the wood sprite. In addition to the wood sprite taking care of the elderberry bush.
Mhm.
Those are very fickle things, both of them, but together they're not as fickle. Wood sprite will let you know if the soil's bad or if it's not enough water, too much water, too hot, too cold. If there's parasites or some sort of bug that's eating the leaves or whatnot, the wood sprite will fight it off or let you know, like, it's their home. So they take care of their home.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Notch. Until next time, then I should go take care of that then as soon as possible.
Yeah. Good luck.
And Susie will get that. What's it called? The water skin that came in the adventurer's bag, and fill it up at the water spirits, and then give it to the plant, the elderberry, and then the.
That's not blessed water. That's just water.
So I need to actually talk to the spirit then.
Yeah, you'll have to actually talk to the spirit and have it bless the water.
Okay.
Make it magic water.
I'll do that then. I have trustworthy, and I have
You'll have to
Heaven's
get
Eye. So
Phil
yeah,
to
I can
get it.
actually.
You'll have to have Phil do it. Phil
Okay.
is the most. He's favored by Nareem, and he would actually be able to get the water spirit to do that. So you could have Phil just do that for you.
Sure.
But I'll give him the opportunity to make that little conversation because I know he wanted to talk to the spirit.
Sure.
Can I check with Ing to see if he's got any weird masks?
What are you looking for masks for?
For the nightmare stuff.
You don't want to put it inside your mask you have already, the fear mask?
Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I'm just gonna check with Ing. I doubt he has any nightmares. Maybe he does have nightmares to sell me. I'll check with Ing to see if he has masks and nightmares.
Okay.
You'll have to fly to the adventure camp at the Temple of Kali.
Is that
Using
where
Phil.
he's hanging out now?
Yup. For at least a week. Yeah.
Seems like a dangerous place to go.
Definitely
Very
is.
much so.
I think the last thing Etzel did on his time when he went to go singing is caused a little bit of chaos. Stole a bunch of ether gems and shit.
Yeah.
Well, I can say Ing later.
Buy my things!
Can't buy your things, Ing. You're in a weird place.
Did you want to talk to Lord Ghoul and get those ether gems transferred over?
No, I haven't decided what to do with them.
Oh, okay, right. You haven't decided your class yet, right?
I'm sorry, I know you want them, but you can't have
No, it's okay.
them.
No. Etzel is going to do that anyway.
Yeah.
He's going to, with the new gems that he got, he's going to try and...
Do another upgrade?
Yeah.
The gems Etzel got?
Yeah, the ether gems.
The red ones?
I don't know if they are red.
The ones that he took, they're all red.
All red, all cursed.
And also, that hasn't happened yet.
Okay.
He did that at the end of the week.
End of the week. Cool.
What did I enjoy, boy?
What now? I guess I could go back and do another conversation notch. I will. Bring her back some more food again, and talk to her about some alchemy stuff. The book I'm reading. Take it out of my mind palace and like show it to her.
Which item again?
The alchemy book of alchemy, book 1,
Oh,
part 1.
yeah.
Yeah.
That'll teach you alchemy.
Is there anything I should look out for? Any tips from the master?
I ain't the master. I just know my potions.
Yes.
Skip nothing. This one's actually a decent book. Hate to say it, but you're gonna need to memorize it, or you're gonna just need to know the information at all times. Alchemy is a very difficult road.
I usually keep it in my head, so she'll kind of
Oh,
put
that's
the
good.
book back in her head.
Well, that's something I've never seen. Huh.
Yeah, I can keep I'm trying to build a library for myself. I got some magical farming. I got some like magical cooking books I want to work on. But the alchemy book, I was
Shit. I've never seen that. That's wild. Moon element creatures are wild. That's oof. Good for you.
well. I get sleepy a lot, so I gotta have some place to work on things. So I like to read while I sleep.
I found eyes in the dark.
Good for you, Ally girl. Was it in your evolution parts? Or?
It was in my custom quality.
Okay.
Fuck.
Good job. Is it a custom quality?
35 willpower would mean 3 turns for a 30 plus hit. So it's based on my willpower bonus.
I knew it was based on your willpower bonus. It's over, Ally. Congrats.
I found it.
Congrats.
It's right there on the first page at the top.
At the top.
I did have it written down. I did. I really did.
Notch, do you think you could test me on some alchemy knowledge? Like, quiz me?
No,
Oh.
you're gonna need more than just the beginner book. You'll
Yeah,
need
and
the
I
intermediate book and the advanced book, and then the apprentice's book, and then the journeyman's book and the master's book. And once you've read all of those, I'll grill you on alchemy. Because once you have all that knowledge in your head, it's hard to keep it.
you don't have any of those kind of books around, do you?
No, all my possessions got robbed.
Oh.
What happens when you get stabbed in the back?
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Do you think Susie and Indrid should go on an adventure to Ing together?
Get some stuff. I don't have any money, though.
I got
I know you got money.
juicy money. That's within my abilities to lend.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, that'd be fun. Go get some more books.
Go on an adventure with you. If Ing has any nightmares or masks or information on where to obtain such things.
Want to go look for some stuff?
Why not?
Okay.
Are you up for that, Matt?
I mean, again, Phil is the one that has to transport
Travel.
people.
We could wait until the end of the week when Etzel goes.
Are we able to go with Etzel?
Sure.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Don't know. I should ask.
Ask for alchemy books, didn't you? Or
No,
are you gonna
no,
talk to
no.
Notch
When I'm talking
more?
to Notch, yeah.
Yeah.
Why did you want to become a witch, Notch?
I stumbled dick first on it.
Oh.
Didn't want to. Secret class, I didn't even know.
What were your feelings when you first stumbled upon it?
Not telling you. Stop asking me.
I think Notch wants to be asked anymore.
Ask you again. And she'll leave.
Mm-hmm. That was the plan.
That was day number 5, I think. Day number 6, Susie will come back again with some more food. And, what shall she do? She'll ask Notch if she would like her fortune read. This crystal ball.
No. For a lot of good reasons. A, your ball will break. Hate for you to lose it so quickly. 2, you won't be able to describe me or my fortune or provide a prophecy about me or call my doom.
Okay.
And also, no, I don't want my fortune told.
Okay. That's good to know. So, Notch, what do you do for fun around here, anyway?
I
Do you
don't.
study? Work on things?
I don't.
Are you just resting then? Or are you just existing?
I'm just imagining Notch sitting there like, and Susie being like, what do you do? Where? How do you spend your time?
Can I know more about you? How do you become a witch? How do you make potions? Please talk to me, please.
I'm starting to become annoying.
No, just
Sometimes that's the only way to get what you want.
You're very mysterious, Notch. And I do want to know more about you, but I think that will come in time. I do not wish to press. Just trying to get to know you better. And that's fine if you don't want to get to know me. But you are quite fascinating, I must say.
keep your nose in your own business, and that'll be the limit to our conversations. If you dig too deep, I might snap at you. And I'm not going to be liable or beholden to your dungeon master if I kill you and break your stone. Okay?
I understand.
No, you really don't. Because if I don't show control around your presence in my camp, it's really easy to accidentally break your body or cause some sort of permanent disability or just remove you from existence. That's the problem with being a hero, or was to be a hero. The amount of physical force and aether we have exceeds that of most dungeon lords. We're heroes for a reason. It's the reason why we can fight dragons and defeat dungeons and go on legendary quests without having a problem. It's difficult to hold back. So, no,
Well,
I don't have fun. Stop
I
asking about me, keep to your own business, or you might really actually irritate me. I'm not
well,
here to be your friend. I'm not here to chat pleasantries with you. I'm here to answer your damn questions because I owe Gull a favor or three. And one of them is to answer your damn questions. There's a limit.
see.
The only reason I'm eating your food is because A, I don't have to feed myself, and two, it has to do with your job. And that is a question I will answer you about.
Hmm.
I will analyze your food to tell you what's different, a little bit of the balances. I will help you with your alchemy. If you ever want to come by and bring your alchemy supplies, I can teach you a little bit of alchemy and help you with that. That has to do with your job. It has to do with your class. It has to do with your evolution, your education, your progress forward in life. But that's where we're going to stop. This will be a professional relationship,
I see.
contractual. I'm paying, or I've been paid for the service by Gaul through the favor I owe him. And that's it.
Okay. If I put on a big feast then of food, and I really make a special dish, would you come and eat it then, or is that just?
I'm not entering your dungeon.
Oh, okay.
There's a reason why I sit out here.
I won't pry then.
I would break your dungeon in half if I walked into it.
Oh,
There's a special ability you get once you've destroyed enough dungeon cores. It's literally called Dungeon Breaker. And the rating of your dungeon, if it's lower than my Dungeon Breaker rating, you all die. Your dungeon core cracks, and all of your defenses and everything just fall to rubble.
Okay.
There's no defense against it. I have so much aether, I can strangle your dungeon lord with it.
I see. Okay.
So no, I'm not going to walk in and kill the person I owe a life favor to. That would kind of besides the point
Mm-hmm.
of owing a life favor.
Very well.
Now, if you can get your dungeon up to rating 9, you might be able to handle my presence.
Well, that's Lord Gould know.
If you can get the dungeon up to an elite rank, which is skull and crossbones, then I will have no problem going anywhere in the dungeon. The amount of aether pressure will equalize the aether that I emit off my body. You don't know about the ocean or pressure differences. There's a
No, I
pressure
don't.
difference I exert everywhere I go, especially in enclosed spaces. If the pressure your dungeon exerts in a closed space there's so much of a differential, my pressure overcompensates and crushes yours because I just apply more force. And if I strangle your dungeon, aether does not flow. Your dungeon starts to collapse. Gull would then be smothered because his core is now the dungeon core, and if I strangle the dungeon core, he dies. So that's what happens when you have too much aether and you've been feeding off monster cores for centuries and earned the title of hero and all sorts of other crazy shit. So is it fair? No. But you'll also, honestly, it's so rare to come across somebody with Dungeon Breaker of any significant level. Because to get Dungeon Breaker, it's a secret talent with so many requirements. First of which is destroying 100 dungeons of each danger type. So I had to go out and find 100 one skull dungeons. Do you know how hard that is?
I wouldn't know.
Like, I would prefer to fight an elite dungeon or a 9 skull dungeon or a sentient dungeon than trying to root out and find 100 one skull dungeons. Because there aren't that many. It's so easy to rank up. Even the slightest difference gets you 2 skulls.
You have to get them when they first come to fruition,
Right.
I guess. Yes.
Basically, yes. And then you have to be there before they level up enough that they can get the second skull, and you have to extinguish it. It's annoying. It's a chore just to get there in time and find it.
So much.
But yeah,
Thank you.
I'll eat the hell out of a feast, but not until you guys can actually host me.
Of course. Thank you again for your time. And she'll leave.
You can bring me the leftovers.
I would still prefer to have you there. But I will. If we do have a feast and you're not there.
I'm not picky.
Right, that's my 6th day. So all done with that. Then on the 7th, we rested. Or, in this case, rested on Phil's back and flew to a a place so far away
Buy my things!
where we buy things.
It's ready. You ready, Allie? I gotta play Ing.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm ready. I gotta play some Ing. Buy my things!
So,
Alright.
what do you want to buy? Go for some masks.
Hello?
What kind of masks?
It's you again! Welcome! I'm Ing! Buy my things!
I am Mendred.
Spooky!
Is looking for masks.
You have a mask!
Looking for more.
More masks! Okay.
More masks.
More! I have masks! And the long arms reach up back into the bag, and they pull out a giant kind of rotating tower. Where, it's one of those kiosk towers that rotate that have stuff on each of the facets. Woohoo! Many masks!
I'm gonna browse through the masks. And do any
Alright.
of them look like the one that the demon lady had, the nightmare lady had?
No, nothing identical, no.
But anything similar?
Hmm. Roll me Cynicians. And then... Yeah, roll me that Cynicians. Okay.
I'm getting a lot of 8s.
I'm gonna have you roll me a luck. And it's gonna be a hard luck. No!
What are your fate
Alright then.
I don't have any fate points left. We used all my fate points.
No fate points for you. Oh!
Sorry, Abigail. I got nothing.
We used the last one on that, what was it? The
You can burn.
bag stuff.
I thought we used the second last one on your bag because you have 5.
No, we used all 5.
Hmm.
No, that's fine. If that's how it be, that's how it be.
Hmm. I only see 4 1d10s though, Allegro.
Fine.
Well, then roll another 1d10. Almost. Okay. No luck.
Okay, so if I can't find the mask that I'm looking for, I'm gonna ask for information on our full dream nightmare masks.
Have you already spent 15 points onto your fate to get another fate point?
No.
No. You could do that. Get yourself an extra fate point.
I'm such not.
You don't want to. You don't want to reroll that 56.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Give me love.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you too.
Sorry.
It's all right. I don't mean to pressure you. I just wanted you to succeed. That's all. In a very aggressive format.
You will succeed. Yeah, I'm gonna ask if I can't find the mask that I'm looking for here. I'm just gonna ask Ing if he has any information on where to find nightmare masks.
Very dangerous. Don't recommend.
It's my middle name.
Don't recommend. Lose a good customer. Hello.
Having a hard time. She can't get her horrors from Ming. She almost had a chance to get some masks.
What about just a nightmare? Does he have any nightmares to sell?
Nope. Bad thing. Don't keep nightmares. You get nightmares.
They're quite corrupting.
He's got all those evil things.
But he can keep them in a box and they don't get out after a certain amount of time.
Surely you could keep a nightmare in a box.
No, they gotta be really special box. Like hell. Hell's a big box.
Are you telling me I have to go to hell?
I mean, you could go to hell and you get yourself a nightmare. I don't think Kuroko would recommend it, but you know, that's just me.
A little different universe here, boys.
Hey, hell's connected. Hell's connected everywhere, man.
Did you get what you wanted from me?
No, I haven't asked for anything.
I thought you wanted something. You wanted alchemy books.
Alchemy books. Ing, do you have any alchemy books past the first part 1? I've been reading this one, but I would like some more.
Okay. Books for you.
Books.
Yeah, he'll pull out his little shelf of alchemy books. Dog, I just let you out. Mm, 100 gold. Intermediate level.
And how much for the one after that?
1,000 gold.
Ooh. These are the big coins, right? Not the small ones?
Mm-hmm.
I think I should just go for the second one then. Indrid. And just get the intermediate one. I don't have enough money.
How much is it?
1,000 gold.
1,000. I have 340 ancient gold coins. What is the exchange rate between gold, silver, and bronze?
100 to 1. So you can, for one ancient gold coin, you can get 100
Ancient silvers.
ancient silvers.
That would mean altogether that my silver and bronze coins equal 6 gold coins.
Yeah.
Not great. What about ether gems?
Let me see. Which one are you offering him?
I'm just full of yawns. Sorry. I'll hand him one of the Small-sized, medium-grade aether stones.
Okay, one of these for intermediary. 10 of these for advanced.
And you just want the intermediary right now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we'll just buy one of those.
That was a small size high grade.
Oh, no, it's small-sized, medium-grade.
Okay. Yeah.
Is that still
No,
good?
it's fine.
Okay.
I just remember Phil doing the exact same thing, and there was a big difference in the amounts. That's all.
The size and the what was the difference? Because the grade is more important, but the size also very much matters.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Matt. I just remember he was like doing like 10,000 or something along those lines. Like he was keeping track, but he also had to go to like Lord Gould to actually do a better exchange rate than what
Yeah, but
Ing was
he was
offering.
offering bigger sized gems.
He should only have the same size as Allie, though, right?
I do have 5 medium-sized high-grade aether stones.
You do have those ones. Okay, maybe he was talking about those ones.
It also
Yeah.
depends on how much he has at the moment. So small sized, he's going to have a ton of those, and he's not going to get you a great exchange rate. If you give him larger gems, he's less likely to have the larger gems because those are the stuff he's out of most often.
For sure.
So there's going to be a fluctuation in price of what Ing. He's a merchant after all. His prices are going to change.
Well, why don't we do this transaction for now? And if you want to, you can go back and listen to.
Yeah, I there's no big here for me. Like I'm in no rush, I suppose.
Or do you want to wait then?
No, you can just get the book.
Okay,
Just one for one.
we'll get the book. Your book has got with the Mothman monies.
And then Phil tries to ask about how to get the avalanche book or the avalanche bag, and he's like, "Yeah." And then he goes and tries to sell something like a skill or a talent or a quality of his, which is weird. I guess that's the philosophy thing. And then Ing goes, sell those. Can't get them back though. And then he backs out very immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And then Eatsley sells a whole bunch of stuff and gets a cloak no one can see, and then he equips it, and then he disappears.
Yep. His dream cloak.
Does Ing sell classes?
Only at 2.
What are the 2 classes Ing has?
I will have somebody roll a luck test for one of them.
No, me.
For one of them.
Me.
Do it.
Only one. He's going to have a fighter class, and he is going to have a ranger class.
Cool.
Mothman looks disappointed.
Barter only, best offer.
I was thinking of, because you're talking about jobs and being a crafter, and I did think the stained glass windows one sounded like fun.
Oh, like being able to bring in nightmares from a glass window, in a sense, or
Yeah. I think becoming a crafter of windows might be fun.
I do need someone that has the glass shaping job.
Yeah.
That'd be a good one to get into.
Maybe that's the job that I should get into. How do I get into a job? I have to buy
It's
it?
usually just through evolutions.
Revolutions?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get my dog. Be right back.
Do I get anything from Ing for this job if I get it? I'll probably see him later. Maybe I'll talk to him later.
Yeah, we were able to get them on our map, but like,
Yeah, I don't need to talk to him about it right away. I really want to figure out this class thing first. That's my first priority. I'm having a lot of trouble with it. It's not making it easy.
nope, it's not, is he? Which one feels right to you for classes?
I want this nightmare thing.
Mm-hmm. For sure. And even if he did have one of these nightmare masks, you'd have to do barter only, I'm sure.
That's fine. If I had a clue of how to get one, I would accept that. I don't even know where to start. I don't know where to look. I don't know what to do.
Well, this is my solution for you.
Nobody will give me.
I'm going to give you some information. So, what I would do is I would pick up the mysterious element dream.
Okay.
And then I would go to sleep and enter the dream. And then look for a nightmare in there. That's what I would do.
It's mysterious element dream. How do I pick that up? That's one of the
Legendary
perks?
qualities.
One legendary quality.
You could either A, pick up some negative qualities to counteract that, or you could just pick it up with 50 merit.
50 merit?
Yep.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly the number of merit I have. On me. But I was looking at other negative qualities that I was going to pick up.
Yep, you can make that cheaper if you wanted to. My suggestion would be to get it down, get a 3-star negative, and pick up your legendary quality, and then build a complex on that that legendary quality that allows you to enter the dream.
So what is the legendary quality?
Mysterious element. So it gives your
And it was mysterious element dream?
Yeah.
And what would that do for me?
So you know how you have the elements of like fear and darkness?
Mm-hmm.
And you know how being in dark gives you certain bonuses and you can see in the dark, and the fear thing allows you to actually fear people and do things like that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the dream would allow you to enter the dream. And if you wanted to make it more powerful, you could build a complex onto it. Or you could go a bind and go spirit and mind instead, making it only, 10 merit compared to 20.
We should ask Matt about this, if this would even get me to like where the direction I want to go.
We've also been going on for 3 hours so far. So I'm going to call her quits here soon for myself.
That's fair.
If you want to continue going on, though, you're welcome to.
Finally got some time in, man. That's nice.
Yeah. The dream element also might help with your thing you're trying to go for right now of entering dreams of others and spooking them.
Yeah. Like,
Where are my things?
it sounds like the most promising path so far, but I don't know. I want to make sure that I make the right decisions so that I end up with the right power set.
Yep.
That I want. And I don't know if
It's a gamble.
it is.
Buy my things!
And I guess maybe I should just accept the gamble.
But at the same time, sometimes it's better if you make the path yourself instead of, you know. But at the end of the day, the choice is yours, and that's how you make your path.
We're talking about the possibility of me buying the mysterious element dream.
Hmm.
Not from Ing.
Buy my things!
She does want to buy your things, Matt, but she doesn't want to do it from Ing.
Matt just is Ing now. We can't do anything else but Ing. That's the whole game now.
I'm an Amy! Bird, bird, I'm a bird. Bird, bird, thunderbird.
I guess Matt doesn't want to comment on the mysterious element dream.
He's thinking about it in his subconscious. It's like,
is that
oh,
the
no.
noise Matt makes when he's thinking?
No, what have I done?
What
Options. So tell Matt again what your plan is.
What is my plan? I don't even know.
You don't know?
I'm thinking about buying the mysterious element dream, wherever that will lead me.
If you'd like.
What is
Or
the
you can
reason?
try and find a method to summon the Dream Mage.
The dream mage?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I suppose you could buy things here like snacks and candy.
Oh, try to summon the girl in the crystal?
Mm-hmm.
She's the dream mage? Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
There's a very singular, specific method summoning the girl in the crystal.
Well, that could mean anything.
But you can do it at any point.
Yeah, like why don't
Actually, anyone can do it at any point.
I could buy the mysterious element dream and start working on my dream powers and start trying to figure out how to summon this lady. Because I think it's going to take a while for me to figure out how to summon her unless I just get real lucky.
One thing of note, if you do pick up this dream element, like it will affect your evolutions too. So if you want to buy like a talent that affects your darkness, your fear, and your dream, like when you pick your evolutions, that would be a good way to start your power set. It's like it affects everything going forward.
I don't know what you mean by that.
So you can pretty much pick up an ability that has all those three elements into it when you do your evolution, which allows you to pretty much go through the path you're looking for.
Okay.
But you have time. You don't have to decide right now.
Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna do it tonight.
But do you want to buy like drinks or candy or maybe
We could always cheat.
Does Ing have any dream candy?
Mm.
About
I have
dream-based
candy.
things. Oh, candy.
I have candy. Buy my candy.
Does he have any offerings that would be good for a dream mage?
Some pop rocks.
I have candy. I have hard candy. I have taffy.
For
I have
lasting
lollipops.
gobstoppers.
I have
Magic candy?
Mm-mm. You actually had to think about that one. Very rare to find magic confectionaries. Mm-hmm. Usually only reserved for the royals. They don't like to share. Mm-mm.
Bet if I found some of that, I could probably summon her with that.
You know what I bet she likes? I bet she likes garlic bread.
Why?
Just a guess. Why not?
No, I'm not wasting my money on things. Did I commission Ing to find me some magic candy?
They're expensive. Barter, best offer only. Very hard to get. Worth it.
We'll have to come back to that then.
I cheated. I know what to get Allie, but I'm not gonna tell you.
What?
Nope, you don't get the one.
John, you figured it out?
Yes, I have.
Why? How? And why won't you tell me?
I use my secret methods.
Sit here all night.
I don't even know what his secret methods are, so he may be full of it, Allie.
What does Matt love the most in the world?
I'd like to know this too.
That's not D&D.
DBD?
Outside help for your answer.
Wow. I mean, I enjoy it, but not love it.
Very much enjoys this particular thing. Nope, not
Bing!
T.
Ing!
Not Ing. We comment on all the time. It's a love of his.
I love to complain.
We do know that, Matt. That's not something you eat.
Snacks. Oh, tea. I like tea.
Uh-oh, Char's typing. You better answer him, John.
Nope.
It's something really important.
Oh, come on.
Hot.
Matt wouldn't eat this type of thing, though. He loves it too much.
Snakes?
Ooh.
What does that mean?
Snacks.
Next.
It's a snack, but it's also a snake.
You think I should buy a snake?
But it has to be a certain type of snake. It has to be a snake and something.
I don't know what he's getting at either.
Like a gummy snake?
Pick that. You don't know me like that.
What he said. What he said. Yeah, I don't know why Matt would want to eat snakes, but that's
Me neither. What are you talking about? So mad right now.
Matt.
I'm so mad. Doesn't like milk.
No. Ow. Ow. So that's the last thing you want to bring it in. Some meta information right now. It's heresy. Well, Matt, it was a good run. Thanks for putting some time in with us. Get some shit done. Somewhat. Information, though. Gains lots of information. Now is some cray. Went to the dream realm. First one to go into the dream realm. Besides Shark. But Shark kind of did something different. He went on like a little blanket of dream. Cross-dimensional. Like worms and dirt, but not worms and dirt.
Talking about anything similar to that.
No, we haven't. This is a different game.
So obviously I wouldn't know.
That's okay.
Just because you're mean.
I wanted you to
You're
guess.
a cruel person.
The
You
snake.
just want to watch me struggle.
The snake thing was something we could guess, though.
Girls who jump.
It's true. I am.
Can't
Even? What about odd? An odd with me?
Can't on with you either.
Oh no. What about zero?
No.
Can you zero with me?
No.
Why not?
All right, Matt. I am going to bed. It's 11:30. Got work in the morning.
Bye.
I'll see you tomorrow.